it becomes very questionable what's real. What is real? What is the matrix? Yeah. What is the purpose of life? Is our purpose in life to be slaves, to be cogs in the machine, to support the censorship and the fascism and the AI generated slop that we witness, to witness slavery, to witness the victims of ICE? Is it to witness the genocide of Palestinians and Native Americans? What is the purpose of life? When I think of the purpose of life, it's to be humble. It's to be kind to one another. It's to be respectful. Oh, shut your face. Shut your mouth. It's to be kind to one another. You keep saying it. Even when people look at you and say, are you dumb? Are you stupid? You say it because you're an individual of actual value. It doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter how they operate. It only matters what you think and how you operate. Never let another individual or a group of individuals change you. Don't ever think that you have to follow an ideology that a cult does to think that you belong. Because one individual is just one individual. But then 2, 3, 4, 5, and you multiply that by 100, right? And it starts to become a system. That's how we ended up with a government to begin with. That's how we ended up with a patriarchy. That's how we ended up with this slavery that everyone goes on about. A lot of people say it's too woke, it's DEI, it's got feminism in it, it's all about equality or whatever they waffle on about. A lot of the times, if you do research and you look into what they actually are, you'll understand. Equality is wanting equal rights. Feminism is wanting women to be treated equally to men and wanting respect. You know, and stuff being woke and having DEI, I suppose, you know, it's representation of different people and people being represented, which is cool, I suppose, you know. But me, I'm stumped when it comes to masculinity, because that's a very different debate. How do you approach masculinity and how do you tell that story? You know, how does a man go out there and tell that story? When you see on the internet, when you have a group of whores in the, in the agenda. I can't, I'm breaking character right now. But no, like these political figures, they think of themselves as celebrities. I bet they do. When you turn the TV on and you put the news on and you think you're consuming all that information and you're very informed and you can go to work the next day and talk about what happened on the news, you have to bear in mind that nobody wants to talk about the news. Yeah, some people might want to, and it's a great conversation to have. But some people just want to crack on with work. I'm going to drag myself into this example. If I went to work and I worked an 8 till 5 and somebody walked over to me and told me what happened on the news, I'd be like, that's cool, dude, but I just want to get on with my job. That's me. Not everybody wants to watch the news. Not everybody has time to consume the news. It's not about not wanting to watch the news. It's about not having the time to consume the news. And this brings me nicely into this day and age. The reason people can't be informed and the reason why people can't keep up to date with what's going on around the world is because they have responsibilities. They're paying twice as much now in this current economy because everything's going up. And as a country, not many YouTubers or not many content creators or not many whatever they refer to themselves are having this conversation, because all they think about is it's to protect the kids online. Whereas with me, I want to have that as an issue to talk about, because it's one of the issues, and censorship has always been the issue. You know, I don't think anyone should be censored, but I don't think it should come at a cost of their mental health, my mental health. You know, I don't think it should. I think everybody should take themselves seriously and say, I need to take some time away from this and I need to give it a break, and give it a break. Take some time off if you have to. Go on, you know, build something. Look, you know, learn a skill, learn a different language. Do whatever you have to do to take some time off. But we don't meet each other in person to help one another. When I say being kind to one another, that's what I mean. We have to be kind to other people, and we have to remind people that they're human. And when we don't, there becomes this sudden immediate response of, I've got to get up and impress the world by pretending to be a celebrity, but being a narcissist, abusing people, being in open relationships, whoring out, wearing out your values to the point where you have none no more. It's all that, and you think of yourself as a commodity. Yeah, like these people in politics, they think they have a net worth, or they think they're worth more. Whereas me, on the other hand, when I look at, if you ask me, say I come across a video and a person will sell their country to, you know, they will put their country on the market and sell it to the highest bidder, right? And they would sell this country for however much. And I have to listen to that person. I could low-key judge that person, but then I could honestly quote that person being worthless. Now, when you come into censorship and fascism, they will say, oh, why did that person quote me as being worthless? Because you care little about my country. You don't care about this country because you want to sell it to the highest bidder. That's what having free speech is all about. I can sit here and give you my honest views, not opinion. When it comes to superheroes, that's an opinion. I could say Iron Man and Captain America and Hulk and Spider-Man, whatever. I can go off on those characters with an opinion all day. But when it comes to this country, when it comes to censorship and fascism, that we should never stop mentioning, because that's where we are. And that's the direction we're heading, because these people refuse to take accountability. So we have to point at them and say, worthless, scum, piece of shit. Yeah, we have to have a sense of identity and self-respect, and do a lot of self-reflection and